So every response, the way we respond to any situation, that's how he's learning his information, right? So we kind of made this comparison when we had kids after COVID, and they were coming back and their behavior was just awful. And I had little kids that were saying things that I've never heard them say before. They were like, things that they've heard on the TV or whatever. And it was all attacking different people and blaming people for what was going on in the world. And it was just kind of really yucky. And then I realized that these kids were stuck at home with their caregivers, and they were learning how to respond to a very critical, difficult situation in our world, and their only input was coming from the people that were doing it in front of them, right? So if the adults were screaming at the TV, if the adults were blaming politics, if the adults were making something out of it, if they were going, this is wrong and we shouldn't be doing it, whatever they were doing, that was what they were learning. So I think it's really fascinating to see that by the time you're 18 months old is where you start to take all that information in. It's when you really start to look at adults, and this is when you're not born learning how to get the finger from the car seat. This is when you see mommy or daddy get mad in traffic, they give somebody the finger from, the window. Okay, I take that, I put it in my notebook, put it in the back of my car seat, and I start building responses for anger. So the responses I have for anger, or the responses I have to get my needs met, are the ones that I have observed. It's a powerful learning thing. So when I say to teachers, when this kiddo explodes over here, or this kiddo puts their head down or runs to the back of the room and goes under the table and will not come up under the table, but they're quiet now, and what are you going to do? You're going to go under there and drag them out? No, you're going to keep teaching. You keep your eyeball on them. You're okay. Because the most powerful thing right now is the rest of the kids are watching how you are managing that.